the ACE interaction menu, which is by default it's the Windows key. So you can interact with each other, and you can interact with basically everything. The medical system works that way. So if you want to bandage someone, you just look at him and press the interaction key and select the body part and bandage. If you want with interact with yourself, the default key binding is Windows key and control, or control and Windows key.
You hold the Windows key and tap the control key.
I seem to be having a problem with Windows,
yes, exactly.
Windows key. Reboot.
Please make a video check.
Not bringing up my interaction for some reason.
Check.
Weird.
And as for the medical system, we use the basic one. So, well, if someone is injured or you are injured, first of all, you need to bandage the wound until it's turning actual white. So if someone is wounded, it will be yellow or red. So first you need to bandage him, and you probably need to give morphine injection to him. But you can actually check by going to the head and click diagnose, basically, and it is telling you if the person is alive, has he lost any blood, or if he's in pain. If he's in pain, you need morphine. You can of course inject yourself morphine too, like you go to medical and yeah, you can inject morphine in your arms and legs.
That seems simple enough.
Yeah, as for the radio, by the way, the direct speech is your push-to-talk key on TeamSpeak or voice activation. So if you have voice activation enabled, then there will be voice activation for direct speech in-game too. The default radio key is caps lock, so you need to hold caps lock and send your message and release the caps lock. Basically, you can change radios if you have more radios with shift, alt and caps lock. So we use the 343, it's a short range radio. We use it in squads, but there's a 148 which is actually a long range radio we use to well, actually leaders use that to communicate between squads and platoon lead, for example.
So I do not seem to have a radio right now.
What?
I don't seem to have a radio.
You don't have a radio?
I don't have a radio.
Well, you can check your inventory.
Oh, it's in the inventory. Yeah, okay. But yeah, so shift, alt, and caps lock, you said.
Yeah, you can change. Well, you can cycle through radios with that. And if you want to, for example, change channel on the radio, you need to press Control, Alt, and caps lock. On the 343, you see a change channel knob on the top of the radio, so you can change the channel. It's actually starting with 1.3. In this case, the dot is actually 2. So you know, if you need to use the channel 2, then you put it to the dot actually. And yeah, they are still fucking around. Oh, and one thing to the speech: if you press tab, the tabulator key, you can adjust the, well, it's not volume, but rather
radius.
Well, yeah, radius. If you put it to whisper, then you know, players far away from you won't hear you, basically. So you put it fully to whisper. You need to be very close to the person you are talking to.
You scroll with the mouse.
Yeah, you scroll the mouse and you can adjust it.
Yep, cool.
I'm streaming.
As for the radio, we actually use something like you need to say who are you talking to. So, for example, if I'm Alpha 2 and I'm talking to Alpha 1, I say Alpha 1, this is Alpha 2, and the actual message, so we can actually know who is speaking.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, what else should I tell you? Say, do you have any?
Earplugs.
Yeah, the earplugs is basic self-interaction and equipment, and you can put the earplugs in. It is very recommended to put the earplugs in because you will be temporarily deaf if you have shooting around you and explosions going off and stuff like that. So you cannot hear anything if you going deaf for a long time.
How do I put them in?
You self-interact, and then it should be in.
Yeah, the self-interact
through
is a Windows key by default, and you tap Control during holding the Windows key, and you select equipment, and you see the ear plugged in.
And when you release, then it's selected.
Yes.
What are the binds for changing the stance so I don't have to point my gun at everyone right now? I'm feeling quite
Double
awkward about it.
control.
Double click Control to lower the,
Ah.
and 0 to holster it.
Excellent, thank you.
And 0 to get it back again.
Cool.
And
Zero
also,
on the
if you press 6, you can cycle through your frag grenades. If you press 7, you can cycle through your smoke grenades and any non-lethal grenade actually. And if you press 8, you can cycle through the actual grenade throwing modes. So you can see precise throw, drop grenade, normal throw, high throw. So depending on this, you will throw the grenade in a different fashion.
Okay, GiPPO, quick one. Are you logged in as admin?